Good morning, PT on Ice Daily Show. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a good morning so far. Happy to be here. My name is Alan, COO of Ice, faculty for our fitness athlete division here, talking all things leadership on Thursday mornings, live on Facebook, live on Instagram. Hello to those of you listening on delay on YouTube or on the podcast. So before we get started today, we did a pretty good workout today, a little aerobic capacity test. 150 cal bike on the assault bike or row for the guys, 120 calories for the ladies. So I'm gonna challenge you all out there in cyberspace to a little Thursday gut check. So if you're in the gym today, hit this workout, 150 calories for the guys, 120 calories for the ladies on the bike or rower. Post your time on Instagram and tag us. So take a picture of the screen of the rower or the assault bike. Take a picture and tag the ICE account, tag us with the hashtag IceTrained. Let's do a little Thursday gut check action. We have Fitness Athlete Live Essentials, sorry, not Fitness Athlete Live, Fitness Athlete Online Essentials beginning a week from Monday. Got about 7 spots left in that course if you want to join Mitch and I for 8 weeks online of all things fitness athlete fun. 2 chances to catch Fitness Athlete Live coming up soon. June 8th in Atlanta with Zach, and then June 22nd in Milwaukee with Mitch. Mitch is going to have Guillermo up there. Some of you got to meet Guillermo at a live course before. And then Kelly will be making her debut as a TA as well. So Mitch will be up there with Guillermo and Kelly on June 22nd in Milwaukee. Jeff will be in Blacksburg, Virginia on June 8th for lumbar spine management. And then June 15th, if you're going to be in the New Jersey area, the Hunterdon, I don't know how to say that town's name, in New Jersey for Muscle Up for Art, a little CrossFit competition on June 15th. Jeff and I will be there representing ICE. The Morgans will be there. Allie Hartman will be there as well. So if you're in the New Jersey area and you want to throw down on some rowing pull-ups, burpees, and running, join us up at Muscle Up for Art on June 15th. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of today. Good morning, Kelsey. I see you there on Facebook. Discounts. So something we talk about a lot, something that we've talked about in Sarah Haran's out-of-network practice course, when to discount your services, when to give loyalty, rewards, that sort of thing. How should we process discounts, if ever, and what does that look like in clinical practice, especially for those of you that are maybe starting your own cash PT practice or your own out-of-network practice, or maybe you're trying to get into the recovery game or doing some side hustle at the CrossFit gym. What does discounting your services look like? So 3 topics today to talk about under that discount idea. The thing to understand is that discounts prevent people from putting their skin in the game, right? There's always something to be said about people paying for something and having paid for it, having a commitment to do it. So discounts generally keep folks from having skin in the game, which we don't like. They set a really bad precedent that once you discount something, it's hard for people to wrap their minds around paying full price for something ever again, so they set a bad precedent. And then in general, discounts kind of ruin an entire market or industry, right? So we'll talk about a case study example of that as well. So let's jump into when to discount. We'll start off with when you should. What are some good examples of when you should discount your stuff? So I think it's a good idea when you first launch your business. If you're opening a new clinic, you're offering a new service, maybe you've got some Normatec boots now, or you've got dry needling certified and now you're offering dry needling. I think when you're initially opening your doors or launching a new service, I think it's okay to offer an initial discount here. Help spread that word of mouth, get people in the door, get people who get your services, whether it's traditional physical therapy, or other recovery services, and just get a couple people on board who have tried your service, who then can give you reviews, which are great, right? Get your name out there on Google and Facebook and Yelp, and kind of spread the word via word of mouth to their friends and family, start to drum up some more business for you. So I think that's an okay time to have a discount, that initial launch of a new business or service. But make sure this is short term. This should be a buy now type of deal that will never be this low again, and make sure you're very clear about it, right? Maybe you plan to charge $150 a visit, but for the first 4 weeks that your doors are open, it's $100 a visit, and be very, very clear that there's a fixed start and end time, right? So, From May 1st to June 1st, it's $100 a visit. It will never be that cheap again, right? You have a firm start and end date. It's just not just kind of this open hanging discount, and you are firm that you're never going to reintroduce that discounted rate again, right? I think that's a good time to have a discount. And the other reason you should have discounts is for loyal members, right? Often we use discounts to attract new people, and what we're really doing is attracting people that weren't our target audience anyways, right? Somebody that's chasing discounts that doesn't value our service isn't somebody that we were ever targeting to begin with. Most of the time when we offer a steep discount, they're just coming in because of the discount, and they won't come in unless they have a discount, right? There's a lot of people who only buy everything in their life through a website like Groupon, right? They're deal junkies, and they're not people that we're actually targeting. So instead, we should be offering discounts to people who have already bought our stuff, right? So we should look at, instead of offering discounts to the general public, we should look at a loyalty program. So rewarding people who have come to get some dry needling often, reward people for referrals, right? Rewarding people for sending friends and family to you, rewarding loyalty instead of just offering general discounts, right? So like, hey, Steve, thanks for always choosing us after your long marathon runs, coming in and getting some needling and using the recovery boots. Take half off your next session. Here's a coupon code. We appreciate your loyalty, right? It should be kind of random, and it should reward loyalty when we do offer those discounts. So don't just give out discounts for free. It's just attracting folks who are just going to use it and then wait for the next discount, right? They don't actually value your service enough to pay full price. Don't offer discounts to your friends and family, right? I saw something on Instagram the other day that said, if your friend has a good product or service and they're really your friend, then if you're a good friend back to them, you don't mind paying full price, right? So don't offer, 90% off for friends and family. Just keep those discounts for those loyal members, those loyal patients who have sent you other patients who have come back time and time again to you, that sort of thing. So institute loyalty programs within your practice, within your business, and return some of the money back to those loyal customers. So what are the downsides to discounting? Aside from those couple situations where we do want to offer discounts, what are the negatives? We kind of spoke to this at the beginning, but the cheaper stuff is people value it less, right? It's just human nature. Think of a situation where you go to the shoe store and it's buy one, get 7 pairs free, right? You're wondering what the hell are these shoes made out of that they can give 7 pairs away for free, right? You instantly start to question the quality of the service, the quality of the product when the discount is so steep. So when stuff is discounted, when it's cheap, it automatically triggers in somebody's brain that it's less valuable. It has a lower quality. Why is this cheap? Why can you afford to discount this so steeply? So keep that in your mind. Think of how many millions of people on this planet have a Globo Gym membership that costs $10 a month and they never ever use it. They may have never used it. They may have gone in and signed up and never come back, but they still pay $10 a month every month. The discount is so steep that they don't value what they're getting and they don't use it. Think of how many people pay $200 a month for CrossFit and never go. That number is much lower, right? When something is expensive and it costs a lot of money, maybe even to the point where you're working extra hours or doing something extra budgeting wise to be able to afford it, you value that thing a lot, right? You use that CrossFit membership a lot more than the Global Gym membership. Likewise, think of how many people in the clinic cancel or no-show an insurance visit because they have no skin in the game, right? They have no deductible, they have no copay. Those folks are much more likely to cancel because it costs them nothing for physical therapy. And looking at an out-of-network cash-based type situation, think of how much more likely somebody is to cancel a $25 PT visit versus a $150 PT visit. The person that's paying $150 for PT has a lot of skin in the game. You can bet your butt that person is much more likely to show up to the appointment than somebody that's paying your discounted $25 evaluation rate from Groupon. So keep that in mind. Not that we want to artificially drive price up to get folks to have skin in the game, but it is definitely a factor. People just don't utilize stuff that's cheap or free as much as stuff that's expensive. It's just human nature. Think of how many parks across this country are empty right now. You can go to the park for free and and have fun with your kids, and there's just empty parks everywhere. People just tend to not value free stuff. They work hard for their money, and they associate money with value at some level. Discounts set a bad precedent. The lower your price, it's tougher to get people to psychologically commit to paying more than what they paid, right? When something's $5 forever and suddenly it's $10, I mean, we do this every day, right? With gas, with milk, you hear people complain all the time about the cost of gas, the cost of milk, the cost of a loaf of bread. When stuff is cheap and it's suddenly less cheap, people tend to get upset, and it's harder to shift their mindset that they need to pay more. Same as we said before with using discounts to attract new customers. Once people have a discount code, they always want that coupon code, right? There's never an expectation that they have to pay full price again. So once you offer a discount, especially arbitrarily or even out of desperation, then those folks never want to go back to paying full price. I appreciate the ICE faculty messaging me, texting me while I'm on live. You guys know I'm on here. I appreciate you blowing my phone up. The third part here is that discounts affect entire markets. So a great case study from Harvard Business Review, which is kind of a business publication put out by Harvard back in January 2011. I love this article, and this kind of tells you how much of a giant nerd I am that I read this. But this article is called The Great Pizza War of 2009. So they looked at kind of a tanking in sales of the kind of delivery big box pizza industry back in 2009. They looked at Domino's, Papa John's, and Pizza Hut, and they wanted to look at like why did revenue and sales tank in this industry throughout 2009. And what they found was in 2009, Domino's dropped the price of a two-topping pizza from $9 to $5.99, and within a couple weeks, Papa John's and Pizza Hut had felt compelled to keep up, and so instead of dropping the price of their two-topping pizza to match, they offered a three-topping pizza for $10 each. So they offered more for what the same price of what they were already charging, so higher expense for the same amount of revenue, right? And so how did that play out? Sales went up initially, but they were transient. Domino's saw an increase in sales volume, which made it seem like a good idea, but remember, they almost cut their cost, their revenue by 30%. So how did that play out? It played out really transiently. It made it impossible to ever go back, as we talked about, to a higher price, right? Their two-topping pizza is still $5.99. They'll never be able to go back to charging more for the same thing, right? That's just, once you cross that line, you can't go back. And if we actually look at the math, right, it seems like a great idea, cut the price, cut the competitors out of the market, increase sales volume, increase market share, seems like a great idea. But if we actually look at the math, terrible idea. So think about 1,000 pizzas at $5.99. That's $5,990. Think about if you saw no change in sales because you stuck to your guns and kept your pizza at $9 and you didn't see a bump in sales of 20%, then you sold 800 pizzas at $9. That's $7,200. Even though your sales volume didn't go up, you still made more money, right? And now you're not in this awkward place where you're trying to raise your price back up after a flash sale. You didn't follow the herd. You stuck to your guns and kept your price the same, and you demonstrated value to your customers, and you made more money in the long run. So slash pricing, slash discount. We see this in PT a lot. Hey, I have an opening tomorrow at 2 p.m. Come get my opening, and it's half off if you sign up for my opening, because I can't relish the idea of having an empty slot on my schedule. So when you do that cut rate flash sale marketing, it's a short-term gain. It's putting money in your pocket tomorrow for a very, very long-term loss for your business. So keep that in mind. Something Harvard Business Review talked about, which I think is really cool, is a concept called adaptive pricing. So instead of offering discounts, random discounts, flash sale discounts, do something called adaptive pricing. So if you're concerned that your fixed price, maybe you're charging $150 cash for a PT session, if you think that one fixed price is preventing you from reaching a wider audience, then tier your services rather than offer discounts, right? So we see this a lot of the car wash. Car wash is a good example of adaptive pricing. Car washes have that bronze, silver, gold thing going on, right? Bronze is $2 and it just gets water sprayed on your car. silver is $3 and you get tire cleaner and your car washed. And then, there's the gold package, the diamond package, the underbody wash, the waxing. You get that adaptive pricing. If your car looks like crap and you just need it washed and you don't have a lot of money, the $2 car wash will get you through. But if you do associate cost with value and quality, then you're a person that's probably going to throw down $8 on the Ultra Diamond Platinum wash, right? And the car wash is able to reach a wider audience without offering anybody a discount, right? So consider tiering your services. Maybe you have a bronze tier PT visit where it's just a 45-minute session of whatever the patient wants to work on or whatever you think they need to work on. Maybe you have a silver that's a 45-minute visit, and then afterwards they can jump in the Normatec boots or use a Theragun or something like that. And then maybe a gold tier member, a gold tier visit is that they get a PT visit, they can use the recovery stuff, and you offer the ability to adjust their workout programming via email once a week, right? So you're able to reach a wider audience, you're able to offer different packages, so to speak, of different prices and reach more people without offering a cut rate discount, right? You're still able to get a good return on your time, even with that bronze tier visit, right? 75 bucks an hour, 100 bucks an hour, 125 bucks an hour. That's all still money that you're comfortable making, and people associate different levels of value and quality with that. So consider adaptive pricing instead of last minute discounts. Maybe that looks like, hey, my Monday through Friday rate, I'm super busy. People want to see me a lot, 9 to 5. It's $125 an hour. But maybe I'm less busy Saturday morning, 7 to 10, and if you can come in Saturday morning at 7 a.m., then it's $100 an hour to catch me before I work out at the gym. So consider different adaptive pricing strategies rather than discounts. So let's talk about some real-world examples here. So here at Health HQ, we do offer a consistent running discount just for CrossFit Fenton members. So it's $50 a PT session, but only for CrossFit Fenton members. Not for members of other gyms, not for any friends or family. It's not offered for anybody else. If you're a CrossFit Fenton member, you get it. If you're not, you don't. That's it. We're very consistent about it. It's not something that's offered last minute. If you can't pay our full rate, then you can't see us unless you're a CrossFit Fenton member for that rate. So I think that's a good example of sticking to your guns with a discount. Our belief is that we're strongly tied to the gym. We want to make sure gym members look to us first for their care. We make it very accessible, very affordable for them. But that's it. That's the only discount we offer. It's the only discount we'll ever offer. We won't offer any sort of flash rate sales, anything like that. We won't offer any Groupon codes or coupon codes ever. That's pretty much it. ICE, we kind of share the same philosophy. The only discount we've ever had, the only discount we ever will have is $100 off for students. But other than that, no discounts. We get a lot of questions at ICE. Hey, I've taken a lot of courses. Can I have some money off my next course? Nope. If you've taken one of our courses, you know the extreme value that we offer. And it should be, you should know when you leave one of our courses, you should feel like you got away with murder with what you paid. That's our goal with each and every course. You should not feel like it needs to be half as much. So that's it. We stick to our guns on that as well. And I think that speaks to kind of overall principle that you really need to make sure that you demonstrate value with whatever you're offering, right? When somebody leaves a PT session with you, they should feel like, man, I got away with robbery. I would have paid 5 times that for the results that I got shown. And likewise, you should walk away thinking, holy crap, I can't believe that person paid me $150 cash for physical therapy. Both the person offering the service and the person receiving the service should feel like they got a great deal. And that speaks to kind of demonstrating value, what we talk here about ICE, building the bike, making sure you're showing change, working with folks to get them back on the right path, and addressing all facets of their life, not just their musculoskeletal pain, so that they walk away from that visit thinking, I would have paid twice that. I would have paid Alan twice that for physical therapy. I had such a great experience. And that's what we want customers leaving, right? We don't want customers thinking, oh boy, I'm glad I got a discount because I wouldn't have paid full price for that. That's the opposite effect that we want people to have. And so we feel that same way here at ICE about our courses. We feel that same way here at Health HQ about physical therapy. And just kind of think about stuff in your life that you pay for that you feel that same way right? I feel that way about my CrossFit membership. I would pay 2 to 3 times, what I pay because of the value that it has for me. Like, it's changed every single aspect of my life. I would pay 3 times what I pay for CrossFit because it's so valuable for me. If I came in tomorrow and it was twice as much, I'd say swipe my card, right? You got my card on file, just charge it. I don't care. I get such great value out of here that even if the price doubled, I would be happy with it. I'm not a person when you value something that I want that coupon code, right? So think about that. And again, once you go back with discounts, you usually can't ever cross that line. So keep that in mind, that you set a bad precedent, and you really just start to make people question what sort of value you're offering when you steeply discount your services. There's a great movie, Road to Perdition, with Tom Hanks. Long story short, he's on the run from the mob, and he starts robbing the mob banks to hit the mob back. And they rob like $100,000, him and his son, from a bank. And they're sitting in a diner afterwards, and his son says, "Hey, I want my share of the cut." And he has no idea about money. Obviously, he's a kid. He has no idea how much they've stolen. And Tom Hanks says, "Well, how much do you want?" And the kid says, "I don't know, $200? And Tom Hanks says, "Okay, done." And then there's a pause. And then the kid says, "How much could have had? Like, how much would have you given me?" And Tom Hanks says, "You'll never know." And then the scene ends, right? So don't put yourself in that situation where you could have charged more for the value that you offered. Make sure that you set a price that you think is fair, and you stick to your guns. And even over time, we see in clinics that prices go up over time, and that's okay. As you become more confident that you're demonstrating value and people value your services, and as you get busier and more people want to get on your books, it's okay to actually raise your price versus the other way where you're trying to fill spots so bad that you keep discounting your services. Don't go the other way. Make sure that you're going up. So that's what I've got for you on discounts. So make sure that you understand that discounts keep people from having skin in the game. Discounts set a bad precedent, and then discounts affect entire industries and kind of drive the quality and value of an entire product or industry down. So be very judicious about how you apply discounts to your business, to your clinic, to any sort of ancillary services that you're offering. That's all I've got for you. I hope you have a great Thursday. I'm going to go hit 9 a.m. class here, I think. If you are in the Michigan area, please come join us on Memorial Day on Monday for Murph, classic CrossFit workout done at pretty much every CrossFit gym across the planet on Memorial Day. If you are in Southeast Michigan, please feel free to stop by CrossFit Fenton, 9 a.m. Monday morning. Come get warmed up and come hit Murph. It's going to be a doozy, but that's how Murph goes. If you've done Murph before, you know that. I will see you guys and ladies Monday morning here on PT on Ice, probably around 8 a.m. Monday morning. Talk about some veterans' health issues on Memorial Day. Other than that, have a great weekend. Have a great long weekend. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Hope you enjoy your time off if you have a long weekend this weekend. And I'll see you back here Monday morning. I believe Zach will be here tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. for Fitness Athlete Friday on PT on Ice. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.